Greetings to all melanated black people all around the world, and greetings to all people in general all around the world. As I will always say, I greet melanated people because I have a specific message for melanated people, but not just for melanated people only, for it is for anyone who's willing and open enough to accept truth. But I'm a messenger to help the many superstitious and religious melanated people who are stuck in pride, who are stuck in ego, and who are so one-track minded and need to expand their minds and to exercise their minds and to listen and to try what has been said to them to prove whether it is true or not. So, with all of that being said, I want to reach out specifically to the brothers and sisters at the 3rd Exodus Assembly who are followers of William Branham in Trinidad and Tobago and in St. Vincent and the Grenadines. Okay, and that's 3rd Exodus in Trinidad and Tobago and in St. Vincent and the Grenadines. And the reason why I normally mention 3rd Exodus Assembly in Trinidad and Tobago and in St. Vincent and the Grenadines, because I will have fellowship with them for 7 years. And let me say clearly that I have nothing against anyone. No one has hurt me in any way, because most of the time when you come out and you speak in truth, people tend to believe that somebody hurt you and it's some vindictive thing you doing or something. No, it's not that. It's just me coming to a higher level of consciousness. It is just me transcending and coming to a higher place and coming to recognize and realize that I have to bring a message to a people that would get them to go higher and higher, so that they will not get caught up in condemning others who are in denomination and they themselves have become denominated. Okay, so now I want to speak to you on the topic of William Branham and the angry bull, and show you the message of symbology, and that many got carried away with the audible message that William Branham was speaking and thought that was the real message. So they ran with the exoteric side of the message and missed the esoteric side of the message. And to be honest with you, the exoteric side of the message was fed to black people specifically. But those who were behind pushing the message of William Branham all around the world, some of them would have understood the esoteric message. Okay? I can go deeper into that, but not at this time. Okay? Not maybe, in my book, I'll go deeper into that and show you. Okay? So, the real true message was the one of symbology, because the original Hebrew language was not a language that you explore with the breath. It was a language of symbology. It was a mystical language. And so you have to be born into this world as a mystic and come into certain experience whereby you become the living book, so that you can interpret the written book. And I can say that because I would have had that experience. Now, we were given dominion and power over everything, because the Bible is basically our biography. It is showing you that God descended into generation and must ascend into regeneration. The Bible is teaching you your own I amness. The Bible is teaching you that without your own human imagination, there isn't anything made that was made, and that all things that was made has first been imagined, and everything else that ever going to be made must first be imagined. So the whole Bible is concerned with the imagination of man. because all things exist in the mind of man. So basically, the Bible addresses the human mind and must be interpreted psychologically. It is not secular history. So whenever you believe and hold on to the exoteric side of the message, you're holding on to secular history. You're believing a God outside of yourself. And you're holding to an idol. And so you will end up and building an idol. And so many would have built an idol around William Branham and call themselves message believers and talking about being in the message and miss the true message. The true message of self-realization, self-discovery. That's why he says that when you come to understand the true message, it will not be a denomination, because you will transcend denomination and you will go behind the camp. And when you do that, then you will understand how everything in this world that we first imagined, it was because of the elements, which is earth, wind, water, fire, and you being a spirit having a human experience can exercise power over these elements. And you can understand the creative power that is in you, the God power that is in you. And when you come to that place, or that state of self-realization, you will be so aligned with nature that you will have power and control over the things that are around you, because you will understand that this whole world and the thing that you're seeing outside of you is a projection of what is inside of you. Because the law of correspondence is that as above, so below. As it is within, so is it without. So you're seeing an outer projection of yourself. And so all the animals and all these things, they exist within you. And you have control over them. That's why it tells you that Joshua stopped the sun. It is not as literal as what you think. It is showing you that you can stop time. You can stop the movement within you. Because it is a movement within you. But you wouldn't know that until you awake within yourself and become invisible by having the new birth, by exiting your skull, of which I would have experienced. So my brothers and my sisters, William Branham was showing you the power that is inside of you, that can even bring an angry bull to come to a place of being calm and showing you that you are the master of your destiny and that God is within man. And so the so-called message believers bragging on all of these things, and they take the messenger and merge the messenger in the message and end up with an idol. It is showing you that not only will you have nature being aligned with you, or nature being obedient to you, but that also you will be able to create your reality consciously. It is also teaching you, when it says that Christ awakened in the ship and speak to the storm and it become calm, because that would have happened to me when I was coming to my state of consciousness, on my higher level of consciousness. I start seeing into that dimension and I can see like tsunami, and I can speak to the tsunami and will become calm again. You can speak to your circumstances. You can speak to the things in your life and come to realize that man is not the creature of circumstances, but circumstances are the creatures of man. It is showing you the angry bull is a symbol of the negative side of you. All of the negative thoughts, that you have to bring them under control, that you have to bring them under subjection. All of the gossiping spirit or energy whereby people can go to church every Saturday and Sunday, and then they gossip all day long and blame the devil, and fail to realize that it's they themselves open up the big mouth and gossiping, and fail to realize that the devil is within, and it is the negative thoughts, the lower self, and that God is within, and it's the positive thinking and the high level, or your higher self. That's why it admonishes you to not be conformed to this world, but be transformed by the union of your mind, in the higher thinking, the higher mind. And it is said, whatsoever things that are good, true, or pure, if there be any virtue in them, you must meditate, think upon them. And that's why true prayer is desire and meditation. And I'm asking you to put what I'm saying to the test by putting Psalm 4:4 to the test. Come here with your own heart upon your bed and be still. See what you want in your mind's eye. Act out a scene that's already been done. Fall asleep in that consciousness and wait. And Matthew 6:6, what tells you that the closet is within you, and you must close the door, which is the eyes, and see to your mind's eye, the supernatural eye. And that's why Solomon 3, from 1 to verses 4, teaches you all of that too, to hold a desire and bring it into this place, that you can manifest your reality consciously. Okay, I think I got my message across to you. I can go on and on, but I don't want to go anymore. So the Mad Bull is teaching you of the negative energy inside of you that you must bring under control and be aligned with the rest of nature, and live in your God self, in your true I amness. Okay, so with that being said, I want to give you the sign of the eye, Matthew 6:22, and this is what it says: if your eye be single, your whole body will be full of light. That is why you've been admonished to be the light of the world. So let your light so shine before men that they may behold your good works and glorify the power or the wisdom or the God that they will have seen in you. Because you don't light a candle and put it under a bushel. With that, I want to say peace, love you, I'm out.